Hello YouTube, welcome back to another account review, episode 2 or part 2, whatever you guys call it. So today we'll be not interview, we'll do an Emperor account review on a 1.5-year-old player who got Emperor twice, guys. Second time Emperor player, right Mello?
Yeah, two times.
Two
Last
times.
season, this season.
Yeah, last season and this season, guys. It shows that he's not a one-time Emperor Andy. He's not just lucky. It's pure brain gap, guys. And some backstory about Mello is he's free to play, guys. He's not like me where I spend money and I'm still trash. Okay, this is just brain fucking gap. Alright, that's all I can say. Okay, let's look at his China score, guys. Like I said in the first part, China score doesn't mean anything. It's just a reference for you guys. And if you guys want to have a look on your own China score, you can join my Discord. Alright, there's a there's a E7 China bot here where you just type the command and put in your gear.txt on by using Freebles, and you can get your China score from there. So by looking at this China score, we know that Mello is on a well-rounded account, a very well-rounded account, not a super fast account. Okay, you can decently gear like at least 2 to 3 openers. Okay, with decent DPS gear, impressive tank gears. That means you have the capabilities of you have a chance against cleavers where his anti-cleave should be decent. Okay, decent F cruiser gear. So it's a very well-rounded account. Okay. Let's go. Alright. So let's go through the unit, guys. Let's not waste any time. Okay, we sort by speed. Alright, good. So
Yeah.
we'll go through. His Mello is definitely not a very fast guy. Since you can see he only have 300 unit, and the rest are all 290 plus, 280 plus. Definitely not a very fast player too. I would say decent for aggro. Alright, and yeah, let's explain your thought process on this SPP. Alright.
Yeah, so basically, when I look at my account, I have three openers, the top three units here. And then when you really break it down, Lua and Luna don't need top speed to be broken. So I decided my top speed set would go on SPP. I would have played like an ER SPP, but I don't have the gear for that. So I just have her on top speed with my effectiveness ring.
Yeah, very high
That's basically it.
effectiveness, I would say. This is so good, especially you're going up against like Amiki player too, I would say. Like 100 effectiveness. Okay, looks good to me. And Unseen
Yeah.
Observer, right? This is a very good artifact if you are playing flow chat. Like, you can soul burn your BBK, definitely. Right.
Yeah, so like BBK, Flying S3, all that stuff is 10 soul burn, so it just helps out a lot.
Mm-hmm. Casually 304, guys. 300 unit is pretty slow, I would just say. All right. Oh, very nice. A bit squishier side, but how do you actually play
Yeah.
this Lua? Oh, she's
Uh,
actually
so
quite
what's
squishy
your?
though.
Hmm?
Yeah,
Sorry,
she's
I
actually
didn't
quite
hear.
squishy. So I'm curious, like, how do you actually handle it?
Yeah, so the problem with my account, you'll see my right side is all either flat defense or defense percent. Like my HP right side is very weak. Um, so I played this unit, obviously immunity prot set buff stacking the same thing. But I did
Okay.
have a lot of trouble with like you provoke the units, they all hit Lua, and then Lua just dies. Like that would be a big problem for me a lot of the time.
Yeah, I
Um,
would say like some of the BBK might even one-shot you with the S1.
yeah, like it's really bad. Like obviously like defense is not bad, it's still bulk, but you'd much rather just have HP. It's just better value.
True.
Um, yeah, so like, it was I played it like the standard way everyone was playing the Lua draft, but mine it was just I had to kill them before they could kill me. Was basically the thought
I
process.
see. Okay. Alright, let's go for the next unit. Luna. Immunity Luna. Nice.
Yeah. So same thing with this unit. Like this sword, I was like 13 speed halfway through the season. This ring was like 12 speed halfway through the season. So I was playing like 270, 260 Luna. I didn't even think there was a point in playing like 290. But then I rolled the pieces and I was like, might as well try it.
I
But you know,
see.
this unit's just OP, so works with everything.
Mm. Yeah, I mean probably you can move some of the HP gear to Lua and you play a slower Luna, right?
Yeah, I'd probably a better idea, but I wanted options because there's a lot of people banning like people would ban Lua too. So
True.
having
Like
another thing
nowadays.
around 290,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Alright, Veronica next.
Uh,
Damn, that's a fast Veronica.
Veronica, I just had this for if I ever had to flowchart. I don't really like the flowchart draft. I just felt it was so hard. Like if you pick SPP Vero BBK, you just get cleaved down really hard. Like there's no way to pivot out.
True.
So I stopped picking her, but she was just there in case. This is just
Mm.
like standard crit chance neck F ring.
Yep. Alright. So Veronica just doesn't need impressive gear. Like look at that artifact plus 15 artifact. She's just a great unit, I would say.
Yeah,
Alright.
so you'll see my free to play. I don't have all my artifacts maxed, but
Okay. Nako.
Knockwall, I hate playing this unit. So she's on really bad gear. She gets downgraded like every season.
I see.
My ring is not even reforged. She's just a force ban on 4 or 5.
Okay.
Yeah. If I could get immunity on her, I'd be playing immunity Knockle, but I'd hate this unit personally.
Yeah, I personally hate this unit too. Like, she really disappoint a lot of us, I guess. Even though people in the chat will definitely say that, like that 15% really breaks the game. If you don't reset the most important, like that one unit that you need to reset, and you never reset her, right? You literally reset the whole team, and you strip the whole team, but that one freaking unit that you never reset, and you just lose the game because of that. Okay, let's move on. EML. Shit.
Yeah. I had this geared since last season. I think she was pretty good last season, like a fast book holder, lets you like aggro with SPP. This season, I don't think I picked her at all.
Mm-hmm.
But like speed DPS gear this season, like this 250, 260, 270 speed DPS gear, I don't think was super important. So I just never moved it off of her.
Okay, I see. Okay, and I mean she's just a pretty good book DPS for your Lua too, right? Since like most of us when we play Lua, we draft like 2 books.
Yeah. She was just another option, but
Mm-hmm.
they didn't play much.
I see. Shu, the most overrated unit this season. I mean, one of the strongest
Do you
unit
think
too.
she's overrated?
I would say she's one of the strongest unit this season.
Yeah, no, this unit was gross.
Yeah.
My stat on here is not that great. If I had like 2,000 more HP, I'd be much happier.
Mm-hmm.
But this unit, like, I've seen this unit win so many gross things. Like, playing against her on right side was horrible too, since every like main DPS was a lot of single target stuff. So just having
Mm-hmm.
her sit behind like Dian Crow, you could get so much value.
Okay, what do you
Yeah,
think of
just
high crit damage, or some people they just use HP net instead of crit damage net and go for low crit damage? What would you prefer?
I like the crit damage build personally. I think you get so much value like off of turn one. Like I had a lot of situations where I was like Luna at first turn defense breaks something, and then Shu just gets to S3 and like half HP the tank.
I
Like
see.
people try going with Laya, so I def break the Laya. I do like 14k. It's half injured. That unit's useless, and now I just kill everything else.
I see. Okay. That's a very good thought process because a lot of players nowadays they go for like super high, like 290, 300 shoe, but they put like HP neck on them. So yeah, this is another variance of shoe. Like shoe is just have way too much build, right? Like some people go for full damage, some people go for high HP sweep miracle, and some people even play like Yashu on her. This is just a very good unit this season, I would say. Okay, Laya
Yeah,
next.
Laya, I barely picked this unit too. You can just like look at her gear and you can tell the helmet's not
Yeah.
reforged. I'm playing broken set. She's on 15 Sweet Miracle.
Okay.
Uh, I think she was really bad this season, specifically because of all the injury. Tori being fired DPS. She
Mm-hmm.
felt slow tempo a lot of the times, so I didn't like picking her as much.
Now, so far, I've only
But
seen people pick her against Helen Lua. That's all.
yeah, you'll see later. I have something else for Lua as a cleanser, but
Okay. Like how
he
many Sweet Miracle you have in
she's
your
okay.
account?
I had one max until the custom banner, and now I think I have
Mhm.
three.
Ooh. Okay. Good, good, good. All right. Next.
This unit's useless for this season. I did not think she was very good.
True.
Look, you can look at her artifact. It's a plus 18 portrait. I don't even have a wind rider for her. um,
I
she was really
see.
hard to pick. Like you pick her into like the tanks. Like she's hitting Crow, I guess.
I don't think
She's
she's
bad into
killing most of the
ARAS.
crowd. Like crowd are like
She's
30k
long.
HP, and people start picking
Yeah,
ARES for mitigation nowadays. On like she can't even kill like Albedo too, because of Albedo
yeah,
mitigation is just way too strong.
exactly.
And yeah,
And
that's
then like
definitely ill enough too.
haste, haste is a bad target. Like it's she
Yeah,
was just I don't know.
like most of the
Some games
haste
she's a force
nowadays are like
ban.
POV haste, right? So you're not killing anyways.
Exactly.
All right.
Yeah, I don't think she was that good.
Oh shit, DN. Dude, this guy has a +3 DN. Do you even use her a
uh,
lot?
no, I had her
Okay.
just in case, but I'd pick her into. I tried picking her into like SPP Lua. I think
Mm-hmm.
my FRES is way too low. I got tagged every time I tried picking her, so I just never clicked her again.
I see.
Um, but she's on like decent gear.
Yeah, she's on decent
Uh,
gear. Because
yeah,
usually
I
people
think
build
she's
her like
good.
200 FRS. Yeah.
Yeah, like she's definitely good, but not for how I played. I don't think she was too
Mm,
useful.
I see. Okay. Arcadis. It's a
This
decently.
unit
Oh my,
was
this tanky one. Dude, this
this
Arcadis
unit
is
was so
so
good.
well built. Like, I'm not gonna lie, you're decently fast, very bulky with 150 ER. Because usually people who are at this speed, this bulk have like 100 ER or less. I can see that you literally put some premium gear on her.
Yeah, I think she was. So like this was the first season I let ML Luna off of pre-bans. So having this unit built with like pretty good gear, I think is really important for that matchup. Um, the FRES, my main reasoning for 150 is because sometimes like the Luna S2 will def break you, and I didn't want that happening because like the second Achilles dies, Luna rips, and then you just like get run over.
True, true, true.
If I could be a little faster, I'd like it more, but usually this cuts everything with the Turnus anyway.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Impressive. Okay. Next. Blooming Lytica. Do you even
Uh,
play this unit?
no. So one problem with my account is I don't have Zeo, so I can't
Oh.
cleave pivot. So this unit, she just had the gear. I built her anyway, but I never
Okay.
picked her.
I see. Yeah, pretty high effectiveness. Okay. Pretty good build. Alright. Just hope that this hate hunt we can get a 0.
Yeah, maybe. Uh,
Neil.
Schneel, I just gave him gear. He's on like pretty high gear score stuff actually, but
It's actually a very
the
fast
DDR.
Chanel too.
Yeah, this is a gear I had left over for whatever reason, and I said, okay, I'll build Schneel. He's obviously good into DDR, but they go DDR 1, 2. I locked him on 3, and then we just play from there. But
Uh-huh.
I don't like picking him. I don't like the DDR Schneel matchup.
It just
It's,
makes the game
it's
really
just,
boring and really
yeah.
slow.
So
Because you're
if I
playing three
could,
versus
yeah,
three, right? At the end of the day.
yeah. So if I could like avoid picking him and just go full tempo, I would do that. And like if you can see, I do have GIC, so I got lucky when I started. It was like right
Yeah, I
at the
think we
end of
started
that
at the same
GIC
time. We
banner.
started doing Re-Zero somewhere there.
Yeah, yeah. So I was lucky. I was able to pick up. I have two GIC, so
Mm,
that worked out.
okay. Hen guy. Holy.
Hanga, I built him in the last week as I think he was my favorite cleanser against Lua when people would pick her. If I had Spear, I'd like him more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's just on like okay, decent gear just in case I need a
Yeah, it's
cleanser.
definitely a very
I
good
think he's getting
cleanser
better.
against Lua, I would say.
Yeah, I think he gets better every season. Like he fell off there a little bit, but now he's coming back.
Mm-hmm.
He's pretty useful.
Okay. All right. Oh my god, I see the next unit. One of the MLM,
This,
but she's really
yeah,
strong.
this unit was my. When I started losing to ER cheesers, I said I'm building this 250F, and I'm just gonna tag them all. Um, I had her slower. I had her like 220 speed with more bulk, but then I was getting outsped by like a few DDRs that they were playing. So I said,
Mm,
okay, let me just make her 240, 250ish if I can, and yeah, just pocket pick versus ER cheesers.
I see. Because I mean, to be honest, I really have no answer against ER players. They are just too damn strong for me. Okay. All right.
Yeah, it was hard. No, it
Opsy.
was hard.
Holy shit. You have Opsy built too?
Uh, I never picked her. I just had her geared for fun. I like the unit. Um, yeah, maybe she's real after Wall of Order buff, but just
Mm-hmm.
useless so far.
I can see that. I mean, I don't even bother building him. Like, even though everyone is on proc set nowadays, I don't think he works. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, it needs a buff upsig.
Yep. Oh, D-bag. Interesting.
Yeah. This was just anti-cleave Elena. I was on Tome for a little bit, but I think the double cleanse is better versus Politica, personally.
Yeah.
Uh,
I'll think about. I mean, I feel that too because sometimes you just get attacked by Zio and you just need to cleanse the silence and also the restrict off, right?
yeah,
So you
but yeah,
need
just
double cleanse.
anti-cleave 4-5, very solid.
Okay. All right. Next, Landy. Damn. You pick
This,
this into
yeah,
the
just
end.
full DPS slender. Sorry?
Do you pick this into the end? I've seen a lot of people picking Landy
Yeah,
into
versus
the
like,
end.
yeah, versus DN Shu
The end
I
shoe.
would pick this. I built her pretty late into the season. I didn't get that many games with her, but she won a few.
I see.
Only getting better with her buff, the Wall of Order buff too. So should be nice next season.
Yep. Okay. So next, DK Sharud on SoulCon. Interesting.
Yeah. So I don't have I don't have other arties. Haven't pulled Tree Branch. So I just run like my Soul Weaver arty. This is all I could afford.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
Do you draft her a
pocket
lot this
pick if
season?
they went like not a lot. If they went like if I picked Lua and they went DDR 2, Mort 3, something like that, then it's just like she's a force ban. But otherwise, I didn't like picking her too much.
Okay. I mean, pretty high F. Alright, for Dragon King Sharud, no? I like this build.
Yeah, I liked last season. I liked her versus like I'd pick her sometimes into like a Miki, I
Oh,
think, but I just never changed her build after.
let's see. Okay. And Jekyll.
Uh, this is just for like Guild War. I never picked it. I don't cleave, so she's
Okay.
just here.
All right.
uh, Degen
Oh,
Poly.
very
I
nice
think this
Dijon
unit was
Poly.
like the GOAT. Like this was such a good unit to have.
Yeah.
Especially against like the flow charters. She was really good.
All right. Why is she on a unreforged armor?
You know, sometimes fish we're a little broke. I didn't have gold halfway through the season. I have it now. This is free to play experience.
All right. I mean, she's such a good unit that she just works. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Next,
Uh,
DDR. One of the most
DDR.
used unit for everyone this season. Damn, that's
Yeah,
tanky.
I played like 250 speed, close to like 190, 200 F for half of the season. Um, and then I decided I wanted immunity, and if I wanted to go immunity, I had to go like the standard build.
Mm-hmm.
So then I switched to this, and he's pretty good because some games you have to slow down and play, and just more bulk is better.
So what do you prefer, like a fast high F or like a 100 F with super bulk DDR? Like, because I mean, I bet a lot
I
of people are like asking like, what sort of DDR should I build? What do you think? Like, since you play
I
both,
think the I think the best build is actually ER DDR, but I can't build that.
ER
Um,
DDR with SoulCon?
yes, I think that's the best build right now. If you only have one build to make, I think you do ER. It's just really annoying. So like you think
Mm,
of the situations you pick him in, it's like versus aggro SPP versus Hellion Lua. Those
mm.
comps have no ER anyway. So if you push up, you resist, you just reverse cleave them from there.
Oh,
Uh,
okay.
if I had to pick between F and the standard build, I think right now the standard build is way better because everyone's forced to pick like a little slow. Like you have to pick Met this season or it just feels really bad, even playing aggro.
Mm-hmm.
So having some survivability is better, I think.
Okay. Let's see. All right, next. A Tywin.
Yeah, I have
Wait,
him on a funny
protection set
build.
and you're like 220?
I had him
Shit.
230 speed last season on prot set.
But,
That's just how
but
my
what,
gear
why do
turned
you
out.
even put like question if you're running like Proxy?
I had I had Aureus on him, but then I ran out of Aureus. Another free to play
Ah,
problem, so I just gave him Bastion.
alright. Yeah, I mean it's a
uh,
free immunity anyways, right?
yeah, I did not pick him that much this season. Uh, he just I don't, there's just better night options for mitigation, so he was there in case, but
Hmm.
not that often.
Okay, I see. That's a very good immunity set that I mean, yeah, protection set that you can build this fast. No cap.
Yeah, if you showed my account score, so my tank gear is like the highest, and you'll see like my other prot sets are pretty good too. I think that's like one of the
Mm,
strengths of my account.
yep. Dude. 1/3 of your account is actually on tank score. Damn.
Yeah,
Oh.
you'll see later, but I have some pretty good tank gear.
Oh. Oh, this is a crack BBK. Shit.
Yes, this is one just like the standard flowchart BBK. Um, yeah, I want to switch her to immunity. I don't think the torrent build is that good anymore if you're not just like full on flowcharting.
Yeah, I feel like, to be honest, nowadays, if you're not flow chatting, you're playing the game out for like, you know, 2 or 3 cycle. I just feel like immunity BBK is just way more valuable. Huh? Right.
Yeah.
True. Just immunity
Then
is
we have
just the king
Jinra.
nowadays. Oh shit, this guy. Another immunity general, guys. Look at this.
I nerfed his gear. Like I took a lot of his gear for Tori, but Without immunity, it's just unplayable. It feels really bad. So it took like he lost a lot of MCD, but immunity just feels
Yeah, I mean,
so much
immediately
better to
just save
play.
this unit, no cap.
It's
It's
not
such
even
a good pocket pick against like people who play Celine too. I just love to pick this
yeah.
unit against like ADS, Celine.
He's on pretty bad gear when I look at it now.
Nah, it's fine.
Um,
Like Genoa, like it's just Genoa. Like once he proc rage and you have immunity first turn, like no one's able to stop him. Like he's just a king. Alright.
uh,
DPS
this is
Poly.
damage power. Yeah, I did not pick her. I like a single time. Dita and Polly was just always better.
Yeah, I unget my DPS Poly. I feel like DPS Poly is only good if you are a cleaver. Alright. Like besides that, if you're not a
Mhm.
cleaver, I don't think DPS Poly is playable at all. Alright. Dragon Bright Senya. Let's see that unit.
I think this unit fell off so hard. She was like unpickable most of the season for me. I like there was no situation where I was like, I want to pick Senya right now.
Yeah, especially,
Uh,
you know, Hua is around and just people can play around Senya too. And yeah, especially Shu and DDR, it's just so strong.
yeah. I think when you have like the main DPS are like single target,
Mm-hmm.
her value is just so low since there's nothing force procking you. Like even with Yufin like being as good as she was, people are just not picking this unit. And
Mm-hmm.
like so it downgraded her gear a lot. She's
Yeah,
here but not picked a
understandable.
lot.
I mean, even you put a plus 15 3F. Like, how many 3F you have in your account?
I have 2 3F.
Oh, okay. That's good. That's good. All right, let's see the best DPS in this season. Tori.
Yeah. So she has my best DPS
Oh,
set
wow.
on the
That's a
triple set
very
it can
well
get.
built Tori.
Uh, I would like to be like 10, 15 speed faster, but
Oh, so
this is the
you
best I
actually
can do.
prefer like a faster Tori, like instead of a 200 speed?
I think faster is better. Like if you can be 215, 220 with like similar, like if you're 4K 300, 215, 220, like that's obviously insane gear score, but that build, like
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I
that
mean,
little bit of
definitely
speed
if
makes a difference.
you want to have that MCD with like 220 speed, I feel like I mean, we really need to slate her. Like, being print is not gonna do the job unless you have like really insane gear, I'll say.
Yeah, so I pulled her. I went to one pity and I looked at it. I was like, this unit I think is going to be insane. So I actually spent more bookmarks to go and get a second copy.
I see.
And just like the first imprint's just good value anyway.
Yeah,
So
like 5.6, that's like almost 2 tap in the gear, right? 2 minimum tap. Yep. And guys, all right, just for info, she will be stronger next patch after the balance patch too. Like since you know they are buffing cascade damage and yeah, from 2.5 to 4K, even with FCC buff, you're still doing 2K and a cascade, it makes no difference. She's still a very strong unit, right, to play. Like even your opponent draft FCC, it makes no difference, right? Like 2.5K drop to 2K on cascade, you're only losing 500 damage, right? Still losing 500. All right, thanks, bro. All right, and welcome, buddy. Good to see you again. All right, ARAS. Protection set, immunity. Damn, very tanky ARAS too. All right, very good build.
yeah, uh, Tori's best friend.
Yep,
So
Tori
you already know
best
he needed
friend.
good
So
gear.
another question where a lot of people would ask, like, do you prefer ARAS to be faster than your Tori or ARAS to be slower than Tori? Like what you thought about it?
I always wanted Aros slower just for the S2 immunity. So like
Mm-hmm.
Tori would cycle, her first immunity falls off, takes
Mm-hmm.
her turn, and then you can go Aros S2 and then you stack immunity again for another 2 turns.
Mm-hmm.
And that just makes like you Tori can't get controlled. Like a lot of matchups you'd see like again like the Lua matchup, the
Mm-hmm.
first S3 goes, Tori doesn't get tagged. If you
Mm-hmm.
don't have A-Ros, when Lua rotates around again, she just S1 provokes your Tori, and then you're just losing from there.
Mm-hmm.
So you really
True.
need that immunity to extend.
Or like DDR, they just S2 their first turn just to push up to cycle back their second turn to S3 you. Or like Luna, they
Yeah,
can S2 you. Then after that, they seal your Tori and you lose your damage limiter after that.
yeah. It just there's so many things, and immunity. This meta is just so OP. Everything needs immunity. So just
True.
having more ways to extend it's just good.
Okay. So, yep. Let's go. Next. Mm.
Uh, this is don't look at the crit chance. I'm imprint gapped, but as anti cleave but just
Do
a
you feel like
standard
this
build.
speed is good enough for anti-cleave? Because I've seen a lot of daily bat like requires like about 220 to 240 speed though.
If I could be 200, 210 speed, I'd like that more, but I think this is fine for most things. Like a lot of the cleaves now, it's like Elagos and Zeo. So they're like, the way you
Yeah.
have to play is you need two units that want to be pushed back.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and if you're like solo Dillabat, they're just Zeo S3ing you, you're CR pushback, you're just not taking turn, right? Or
Okay,
like
I
Elagos
see.
S3.
Like, what do you thought of like
Um,
Golden Rose or this push up artifact? What is it called again? Ah shit.
Durandal.
The Randall. Yeah. What do you think of
Yeah.
like is it Golden Rose
I think
better or Durandal?
Golden Rose for most cleave games, like the when you're picking her into cleave, it's like if she gets to click S3, you just win the game anyway, most of the time.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So the healing from Golden Rose stops mattering.
Mm-hmm. I
Um,
see.
and then Durandal, like the extra push does matter sometimes. Like there was games that it won me with like it's only 6% push and then another 6% if you're higher HP, but it like every percent matters sometimes in cleave games. So I think it made the difference.
A long lost unit.
Just a book holder.
Just a book holder. Okay. Can see that.
Yeah,
Just
it's
extra
not.
heals on her. Okay.
I,
Oh,
I did
next.
pick her pretty often actually.
Oh, as a book holder and a
Uh,
DPS for your Lua, right? Especially people who play Hellion
yeah,
Lua nowadays.
exactly.
Okay. Very high damage.
Like this season was a lot of single target again. So if you could like, you got a stealth DPS that they can't reach easily. Like they will put some work in. They'll be really good. So I think she was a little underrated this season actually.
Mm, okay. All right. Valiant. Look at that.
She's not on great gear. My counter tank gear is not great, but
Still
I
very
pulled
decent, I
her.
say. About 30k HP.
I pulled her before the season. I pulled her before the season started, and this was part of the reason I decided to open Luna. Just having
Mm.
Bellion as an option,
Do you
like
feel like she really
the both.
needs the immunity or no? Because you are not having immunity. Like, do you actually feel like, oh shit, if I have immunity, I would have just won the game.
So the situations I draft her, it's usually with Acades.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so the immunity matters less. I
Mm-hmm.
think the extra bulk ended up being more important for me personally.
Okay.
Um, yeah, but basically just Luna goes, Acades goes, you push up, Bellion clicks her button, and then you cycle out.
Okay.
But yeah,
All right. Another question. Like, what do you think of speed side Valiant instead of counter side? Like, do you think like speed side
I
Valiant
think
is good?
it's good if you're doing the full like combo with going DDR goes first and then Bellion explodes you 3F Venom procs.
Oh, okay.
And it catches some people off guard even if you're like 270 Bellion. But I
Mm,
think the counter build for if you're just playing like anti Luna and like the just like a standard type of playstyle, like I think counter is just better.
okay. I see. All right. Next, we have
Because
a
there was
slow flanker.
yeah, I
Oh man, another terrorist, guys.
this is just whatever leftover gear I had. I was really tired of playing aggro flan versus solitaria.
Ah,
Like it's
okay.
another like DDR snail matchup. It's just so boring. There's no like I hated it. So I decided if they want a solitaire, click buttons into my flange. She's gonna shoot back once in a while, and I went
Okay,
with the
I
build.
see. So another question, like what do you thought of like since you are playing slow afternoon zone flat? I mean afternoons soak plan, what do you think of Destro and Lifesteal?
I think lifesteal is just bad. I think it's like there's very few games where it actually ends up mattering.
Mm-hmm.
Like people and then even the people running like Destro Bloodstone,
Mm-hmm.
it you lose so much damage by not having your attack buff. I don't think it's worth from like the artifact.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're playing slow, I think Destro's okay if you have like units around her that can either support or like help her mitigate damage, but counter is just really funny.
Mm, true, true,
So
true.
that's why I went with that.
Okay, I see. All right, next. Crow. One of the
Yeah,
most pick
Crow has my
litigation this season.
he has my best prot set
I can
probably.
see that. 32k HP. Insane.
He's insane. Like when his patch came out, like the buff, the patch notes, I read it and I thought, oh, he's probably going to be the same like useless unit, stands there and dies. Like I don't think he's going to be that good, but he proved me wrong. Like this unit was so good this season.
Mm-hmm. All right, and one question like a lot of people would like to ask too, like Adamant versus Holy Sack. What are your thoughts on
Okay,
that?
the answer to this is very easy. If you look at my holy sack, it's plus 21.
All right, so we don't have a
So
choice.
we take the guaranteed value rather than the gamble. But I think holy sack was probably better most of the time.
Okay, I see.
Uh, you come back to life and you kill the entire team with the horse, but it is what it is.
Okay, like what E you use on your crown?
I'm on the speed buff S2 one.
Okay, I
Uh,
see.
I don't. I think the provoke one's probably better, but it didn't really matter that much in my games from what I found.
Mm, okay. All right, for Bastion of Hope. Wait, that means you're playing ER crown? God damn. All right, next, Celine.
Yeah, just a standard Celine. Uh, I'm gapped by the Artie again. So some
Yeah,
half the games I pick her, it doesn't even proc, and I just like lose on
uh,
the spot. But
I mean, it definitely feels
uh,
bad. So I feel like Celine is just unplayable if you don't have max artifact. Like, you pick her, yes, she does her job, and then she does not proc attack buff, and you'll be like, oh fuck, if I have attack buff, I would have just won the game as she kills someone. Like,
yeah, so she was like 4 or 5, and hope they ban it. But no imprints, no max artifact. Like I'm just missing so many stats. It's really hard to
definitely,
play her.
I mean, definitely still a decent build, like 4.6k attack. With these stats, it's definitely killing. I feel like the problem might just be the artifact issue.
Yeah, probably.
Alright, like what EE you usually would use on your Celine though?
I'm on S3 damage. I think
Okay.
this is the best one.
Hmm.
Stun lost value because everyone's on immunity.
True.
And then highest attack E is good into one matchup, and that's against ML Huayang. But every other matchup you just lose if you have that EE. Like you just hit the Genoa, you hit the BBK, and you just give them max damage. So
Hmm. Okay. True. Okay. Next, Aria. Alright.
she's
Oldies
but
must build unit, guys. Okay.
she's on really bad gear. Like I, it's whatever I had, but
I'll say
I'm on
decent
broken set.
Aria. Yeah. Just on broken
I think my
side.
HP is way too low.
Probably
But
like 2k more HP would be good.
yeah, just force ban on 4-5 versus like Tori and the other single target DPS. But
I see.
she got a few wins.
Yeah, I mean I'm farming lifesteal for her like nowadays. Like I feel like she has a comeback. Definitely next season. Tori is still strong. Definitely she would have. I mean, she will be a good pick. I'll say as long as Tori is still strong. What do you thought of Fairy Tail on her? Like, or would you like use any other artifact if you have a choice?
I think Fairy Tail's good. If I wasn't Fairy Tail, I'd be like Bastion of Hope, maybe. But especially for story, like the extra damage proc sometimes matters.
Okay, I see. All right, next, Emperor Imperial Elena. I know that you just got her. I Are you
I pulled
enjoying?
her.
2 days
I
before the
pulled her
season
one day
end.
before the season
Oh,
ended.
one
One
day.
day, maybe one or two. So I played my last day that I was playing. I played her one game and she won. So I guess she did her job. But yeah,
Okay. Let's see.
it's nice to have the unit finally.
Oh, so what are the thoughts like about procsat or like damage? Enough.
I saw a lot of people going like pro Aureus end of the
Mm-hmm.
season.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's decent. I think it's an option.
Mm-hmm.
It's same thing with Yufian, right? You get two things in one. Like you
Yep.
get Panraz and your mitigation in one unit, so it's always nice.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but the way I draft, I'd rather her do some damage as well, rather than just like
I
stand there
see.
and be what she is.
Okay. All right, Aiden. Let's go.
She's just on leftover gear.
And
I
she's on
thought I'd pick
immunity
her.
too.
Yeah, I just have it, but it's not great.
Oh, okay. You like drafted
I
her this
just
season?
did not draft her. The plan was like, well, maybe they'll AOE cleave and my Aiden dodge and nukes them, but it's never Aiden. There's no
Okay.
reason to pick this unit.
I see. Okay. Abyssa Yufin. Let's go.
This unit is insane. Like one of the top five best units this season, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I my HP is really low because I have to force immunity.
True. Okay.
Uh, but I'm on lifesteal. I wanted to switch to Destro, but I just don't have the gear.
Yeah, I mean it's quite high.
She,
I would say it's quite high crit damage for lifesteal though, to be honest.
yeah, but she did her job. She's
She's just
just
good. Like CR cut is just
so
too
good.
valuable this season.
I was
Right.
picking her on two against every cleaver. If they took my Tori, I would pick her as my DPS. Like
Mm-hmm.
she does everything. This unit is just getting better every season.
True. All right. Next. Oh well.
Uh, didn't pick this unit. She's just on gear for fun.
Okay. Yeah, because I've seen like people starting to pick Arrow while like especially during the the last couple of weeks of the season. I feel like
I
it's
think it
just
was
not
like
bad though.
turn two tech, but
Yeah.
it's not good for aggro.
Mm-hmm. I feel like she's really good into ML Shu too. Like since she provides so much barrier right for the team. Okay, next. Wow, one of the best unit just on the paper itself.
I really like this unit, just based on design. So you'll see
Mm-hmm.
like I event crafted for her.
Oh my.
Um, and I think she's better than what people say. Like a lot of people hate on this unit and say, oh, it's sack of shit, doesn't counter, useless, dies to four debuffers. Um, I think if you pick her right, she will just straight up win games. Like people disrespect this unit so much that she
Mm-hmm.
just solos in certain situations.
Okay.
Yeah, so she's on my best counter DPS gear.
Counter the like okay, since you're on probably on speed boots, right? Say.
Yeah, speed boot.
What are your thoughts on like base speed? Like, I mean, I've seen a lot of people has been playing base speed. Like, is speed boot that
So
valuable on her?
I started the season playing base speed,
Mm-hmm.
um, and I was losing to a lot of people just like cycling a lot. Like when Hua wouldn't counter, she just gets out cycled and just dies.
Mm-hmm.
So like there's specifically like people would pick like they'd early pick Bellion or something, and I'd have Hua like it'd be Bellion plus like Peyra, ML Peyra, and like something else that like pushes tempo, like
Mm-hmm.
DDR, let's say, right?
Mm-hmm.
and I'd pick Hua on 4-5, and if she was base speed, they would just lap and lap and lap, and I'd never counter, and Bellion would just eventually kill me.
Okay.
So I switched to speed boot, and it's even if she doesn't get a counter in a rotation,
At least
she
she
will
gets to
take a
take a
turn and she'll
turn and secret scythe
she'll
and heal
heal.
back, right?
Yeah, and then it's more chances to counter again. So it makes her a lot more useful.
Okay, I see. All right, next. All right, I heard that you have really high win rate on this Tacron unit. All right, what are your
I think I
thoughts?
had like I think my win rate was like 65% on this unit. I didn't pick him that much, maybe like 20, 30 games, but
Oh, that's still a lot
he's
for such a meme unit.
yeah, I think he was pretty good into the Tory matchup. Um he's on just like random ass gear just for the bulk, but
Mm-hmm,
I was on the Destro build with 100 ER,
mm-hmm,
and then I switched to full DPS Destro, and then
mm-hmm,
I switched to this like tank build. I think
mm-hmm,
tank build's definitely the best.
mm-hmm.
You just
So
like sit there, you get your S3, you explode them.
yeah, like what matchup will you actually pick Tacron? Usually.
So I'm immunity on buff stacked. If they picked like let's say only like they did like A-Roz, Tori, DDR, and Emma, like two other units, whatever it is. It's mainly
Mm-hmm.
for that Tori matchup, and when they have only a two buff strip.
Mm,
Um, and I'm high enough ER to like not get tagged by a lot of things. Like, I picked this into a few solitarias,
mm-hmm.
and they just couldn't tag me, which was really surprising. Um, yeah, it's just mainly for the Tori matchup though. I wouldn't pick him anywhere else, and next season he's just dead. But yeah, he had a good run.
Why do you feel like next season he's just that? He's just that. Why?
It's just FCC. People are gonna
Oh
play
yes,
FCC plus Tori,
FCC. Yeah,
and
I
yeah,
mean because
he's
most of
not
the
gonna do
damage is
anything.
from the proc damage. Alright, so it's gonna get mitigated by FCC.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
interesting. Alright, Yang Senya. Oh, that's a very slow
Uh,
one.
this is my Guild War build.
Guild
I
War
don't
build.
pick this unit.
Oh, you don't pick
I
this?
don't like playing to. I
Okay.
picked it maybe once or twice, but I hate playing this unit. I hate playing. Yeah, it's just it feels bad. I don't know how to play it. I haven't had enough practice on it, so I
Yeah, I
just try
mean,
not to.
I've pretty much less than 5 match on her this season too. Like no cap. Like I always forget, right? Where should I pick her? Like even sometimes I have the best matchup for her. She just she just doesn't cross my mind. I
Uh, there was a game I picked Luna first pick, and the opponent went like Bellion on two, and I was like, okay, this is a Yenya game. He's forced AoE. I'm gonna win this. Post ban came, I banned the Bellion. So I was playing
oh
Yenya into no
no.
AoE,
You have the
and
LeBron
then I
moment.
decided let me not pick this unit.
Okay. All right. Next, Blood Moon Haze. Oh, another POV
Yeah,
Blood Moon Haze. Oh,
he
dude.
has some of my best tank gear too. Uh,
Oh my god.
this chest is
28k
like
HP on counter. Holy shit. Can you press the
yeah.
magnifying glass? Oh my dude, this guy literally have the best. And you even event crafted on him?
Yeah, I event crafted from this last one that we had. I really wanted good stats on counter, so I got them. When I can move this 65 ER to like other stats, I think I have like one of the best hastes I've seen.
True. Like dude, counter haste with 20k, 28k HP. That's actually insane. And you have like
And then
decent defense to like it would have been better if you're
when I
like
get
triple
implants,
S or like 29k. That would be a really impressive haste, I'll say. Okay.
yeah.
Um
So this
POV.
unit, I think he's the highest win rate on my account. I think he's like 59% win rate. He's just insane.
Okay, I see it. Alright, next, Reclam Roana. Let's see. Are you in the tech? No, you're not at the tech.
No,
You're still on the
I
full
don't have
damage
the gear for the
macro.
tech. I don't have the gear.
Oh, you don't have the gear.
I wanted Pro Poly and Pro Requiem Rolana, but I'm on this old full damage from like
Hmm.
3 seasons ago build. Uh,
Yeah, very high
just
damage.
for Lua.
Right, double torrent, insane. I'll say insane gear.
Yeah, just for Lua, book holder, the standard.
Okay, I see. All right, let's go. Albedo, one of the best knight. Oh, okay. No immunity
She's
on her.
on. Yeah, I don't pick her that much actually. I picked Crow. I liked Crow more than her. I liked Roz more than her.
Okay.
Um, so she's on. I think my third or fourth best prot gear. Like you can see, it's a labyrinth boots. It's not
Dude.
even like a proper boot.
Okay, even though it's third or fourth, like this Albedo is still better than my Albedo. Holy shit. That's insane proc gear right there. Alright, next. Mort.
This is just like Guild War stuff again. I picked him in my secure game. I picked him on 3, but before that, I barely picked him.
You brother pick him.
Uh,
Now, how do you even handle Amiki then?
Bennett. But my openers are usually like high enough F. Like you saw, my Lua can usually tag an Amiki. My SPP definitely tags Amikis. Like,
I see.
if Mort is my win con, I don't like it because my Mort always just stands there and does nothing, and right side Mort counters every turn. So
Yeah,
you know,
true. I mean, it's kind of slow more too. Like, this is not gonna take a turn.
yeah, it's literally just Guild War.
Okay. I bet we don't use Alencia too. Alright,
Same with
and
her. She's like Guild War gear.
look, yeah. Okay. Amiki. Why do you have it on
I
torrent? Yeah.
I don't have the weird immunity gear for her. But immunity is definitely like best in slot.
Mm-hmm.
I I don't like playing this unit either. It's the same thing. It's just like you're praying for a counter, the win con. Like if I'm picking a Miki, I'm literally praying to God that somehow I resist everything and counter everything.
Yeah, and
I don't think
especially
that's a
we
good
have a 21 Uber's tooth too. That's a very risky
yeah.
Amiki, I would say. But I like the
Free to play
attack with
shaming
the F
first.
rest though. Like, that's a very well built Amiki, I'll say. Okay, so alright, Candy.
Uh
Oh,
I event crafted for her when she was good. But now she's sorry clouded, you might be watching, but she's not that good anymore.
yeah, I can
Uh
see that. The crit chances are pretty low. But I would say very high on damage still.
yeah, I played some of the season with like 3k attack and like 18.5k HP, but that felt like actually no damage into everything these days. So I went back to a higher damage, but
Mm-hmm.
barely picked her. Any game where I think Candy would be good, I think Hua is just better most of the time. Like,
True.
so I just picked that instead.
Yeah. And we have like AU Fiend, which much better Elbrus unit right now compared to Landy, right?
Yeah, exactly. So she has plus 15 Elbrus and Yufin has the better one.
Okay, I see. Alright, next, MLK.
I haven't changed this build for a year. I know a lot of people went to the 100 crit chance build for the
Mm-hmm.
anti-cleave stuff, but I didn't think it was worth it.
I see.
Um,
Have you
I did
even
pick him a
used it
few games.
this season? Oh,
Yeah. So
oh.
like when they'd go, some people would try going like Yufin DN plus Met or something. And I'm like, you're forced to crit, and he should be good here. So there's like a
Ah.
few games where he did okay, but it's
Oh, true.
very
Like,
rare.
he's still very good into Yuffie. Like, I mean, even though like if you're like anti-crit on, from the end, you're still gonna crit anyways, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think he's okay. Like obviously not. He'll be better next season, maybe. But
Mm,
yeah.
okay. So I think any more units that you are not favorite but you still draft?
Uh, let's see. I don't think so. Maybe I'll shout out this one.
Oh.
SSB. I picked her randomly when people decide to go. I picked her more last season actually when people would do like the triple fire opening, like Veronica Flan or and like plus
Ah.
opener on 3. and like Knockwall 4, I'd pick her.
Okay, I
Um,
see.
but she's, I don't know, maybe after the buff. I just like the unit, so I wanted to show her.
Okay. All right. Any more units besides that? All right. Or any question on the
All right.
floor? All right. If not, all right. Let's move on to the e7.gg, I guess. Okay. Spring 2025. So your top 5 unit for the whole season is Luna, Lua, Crow, Polly, and Flan. Okay, we pick a lot of Flan too. Huh? Let's look at the last 10 days. Oh, we are Tory spammer too. Alright, we are all Tory
Yeah.
believers with ARAS.
I stopped picking Flan. I think Flan was really bad when I played her, but
Yeah,
Tori is just a lot easier to play.
true, true. Like, okay, one big question. Do we get tilted a lot because Tory doesn't proc a casket? Is that a really big issue? Uh,
Not a big issue, but it is an issue. I lost a lot of games when she would miss Cascade. My secure game, she actually missed Cascade turn 1, and I was already ready to tilt, but usually
hmm.
she's pretty good.
Okay, I see. Because like most of the time, for me, when she miss casket and when your opponent have a Karina, you'll be like, oh fuck, what am I gonna do? I can't kill people without casket, and there's a Karina waiting for me. Okay, let's
Yeah, yeah.
look at your match history. Oh shit, we secured game with Winter Wish.
This
Oh
game was
my.
a little too much RNG. I don't think I can take credit for this one.
Okay, never mind. A win is a win, and you draft a mod for this too.
Yeah,
Okay.
Moore was actually MVP. So the Lua provoked my Tori, but
Mm-hmm.
Mort countered Death Broker, so then Tori could kill without
Oh
Cascade.
shit. Yeah. I've seen a lot of pack against Lua nowadays where they don't pick Lancer against Hellion Lua anymore. Like what they do is Tori with Bastion mod on 3. That's what they
Yeah,
do. So yeah, they have a Bastion mod ready for Tori so they don't have to draft mitigation, or if your opponent ban your mitigation, you still have mod, and it's just insane. Okay, so we definitely play a lot of Tori. Okay. Oh my. Single DPS Tori. Okay. Impressive. So pretty much we are all still meta picker. We abuse a lot of Lua. You can see that. Okay. Mod into. Alright, another thing. What do you think of mod against AU Fin? Like, because I mean, I've seen a lot of AU Fin wins against mod, and a lot of people are still picking mod against AU Fin too. What are your thoughts on it?
I think the if you have Aros, it's a winning matchup for Yufin most of the time.
Mm,
Uh, the dual attack is just even without the counters, getting a Death Break duel is so much tempo.
mm,
And then if you add like the Lua control on top of it, like it just helps so much. Like Mort can almost like never S3
true,
if you play it right.
true.
Yeah, like if I had Destro Yuffie, it's even more winning. Like life
Mm-hmm.
steals less damage. If I had Destro, the Mort dies in like 2-3 turns.
Okay, I see. And that means we have to attack tune our account, right? Like we always have to attack tune to make sure that Yufin will always get dual attack from Ares. I think
Yeah,
that's one of the most important thing. Like besides having unit, besides having knowledge, tuning in account, I feel like that's one of the key criteria to win matches too. Okay. Oh, against cleavers. Right, Luna, Yufin, Crow. That's a very standard anti-cleave. I use this anti-cleave a lot. Like against cleavers, first pick Luna into second pick Yufin and Crow. These are very good
Yeah,
1, 2, 3 openers against cleavers.
that's just like my default flowchart into. And anytime I see cleave pre-bounds, I'll go to that. I think it's
Hmm.
just super safe, and even if they pivot out, you have so many options.
True, true, true. Yeah, I do this. I do exactly this flowchart for anti-cleave too, and it's just so damn strong. That's why my Yufin have like almost 60% win rate because all thanks to the cleavers, like no cap. Alright, what are your thoughts like this season compared to the last 2 seasons?
I think this season it was it rewarded if you had a lot of like different units built. Um, which lucky for me, like I'm free to play, but I did get like if you look through my like we looked through my units, we saw I have a lot of like
Mm-hmm.
the meta ML5s, which I'm
Mm-hmm.
really lucky to have.
Mm-hmm.
So I can play a lot of different things.
Mm-hmm.
And that really helped me this season. Like last 2 seasons, there was a lot of you need one flowchart and you're just really good at that flowchart. You can win every game.
Mm-hmm.
This one,
So
like every game feels different with different pre-bounds, right?
yeah, we have more varieties, I assume. Okay. So another thing, like what is the best tips and advice you can give for those people who actually want to try to push the Emperor for the first time next season?
I think the biggest tips is it's you have to play a lot, right? Like you see my if you go through my old seasons, like I'm negative win rate like every season, but I'm just playing a lot. I'm trying to get a lot of information,
Mm-hmm.
especially like, and I'm playing different styles. So if you go like 2 seasons ago, I think you'll see like my para cleave season with blue para. Yeah, like
Okay.
I was para cleaving with like a 300 top speed blue para, and like you just play that, you learn a lot about the game, you learn about picking,
Mm-hmm.
and you just like you get experience, like you learn from losing. So
Learn
like
from losing.
I don't care that much about win rate as long as I'm like getting information, I'm getting better.
Mm-hmm.
Like this season until the last 2 weeks, I was like 52, 53% win rate, and then I just spam queued and I tilted a lot, but it, it, it just teaches you like certain draft order, what's better, why am I going Mitt on 3 instead of Tori on 3, like these small things you play, you learn, and you figure out like what works, what doesn't. And I think that's just the biggest tip is play early and just play a lot.
Okay. So knowledge is king. I think that's the thing that we can get from it, right? Like being knowledgeable, and also knowing your draft and knowing the meta. So yep, guys, like don't give up even though we have negative win rate. Emperor is still very achievable with negative win rate. And yeah, I think that's all. Thanks Mello for giving us such a good account review. Very, very good advice too. And yep, I think that's all for this account review, guys. I'll see you guys on the part 3 or episode 3 on account review. Ta-ta!